Very good morning, students. We are going to start with our science portion, that is biology second chapter. Okay, we have completed with our first life processes chapter. Now let us begin with the second biology chapter, that is control and coordination. What is this control and coordination? See students, this chapter is very interesting. And exam point of view, it is very important. So two things we can learn in this. One is exam point of view, and to know about the things about our body, it is very interesting chapter. Okay. So first let us learn what is the meaning of control and coordinate. See students, if I want, I am going to write. If I want, I will walk. If I want, I am going to talk. Okay, one side. And we find our heartbeat. After taking the food, we find the digestion, excretion. So many processes are taking place in our body, right? Yes. All these processes are controlled by our body. How the body is going to control? Okay. And how many types are there? That all we are going to discuss in this chapter. So in this chapter students, mainly we are going to learn about human nervous system, the structure of a brain, about the reflex arc, it may be the hormonal system, and we are going to learn how is the coordination in case of the plants. So these are all the things we are going to discuss in this chapter, that is control and coordination. See students, just now I told you few processes. All these processes are controlled by our body. So which body parts are going to control all this? So these things are controlled by our nervous system as well as by hormonal system. See students, there are two things which are going to control our body. One is about our nervous system, one is about hormonal system. Okay. So hormonal system, if you take hormones, nothing but different types of chemicals which secretes in our body. So what are all the chemicals? From which part they will secrete? What they are called? What is their function? We will learn when the lesson starts. Now timing, from where we will start students? From the nervous system. What the nervous system of human body consists of? The nervous system of human body consists of brain, spinal cord, and the nerves. Brain, spinal cord, and the nerves. Yes. So these are all the things which we find under human nervous system. Okay students? Yes. So we will study all these step by step. When you take about the nerves, see students, just now I told you few examples. Yes, I am writing, I am walking, I am talking. Right? So these processes are under our control. If I want, I am going to write. If I want, I am going to talk. Right? So these are all under the control of human body. Means willingly we are doing all these processes. Few processes are not under our control. Involuntary means they are going on. Which are all? Heartbeat, respiration, and the dilation of the human pupil, eye pupil. So depending upon the intensity of the light, so it will contraction and dilation. Like that we find there are few processes which are not under our control. It may be whatever, but maybe everything is controlled by our nervous system, human nervous system. Okay students? Yes. So when you talk about human nervous system, okay, take down the heading as human nervous system. structural and functional units of nervous system. What are neurons? Neurons are the structural. Okay? Neurons are the functional. Nothing but if you take your nervous system mainly it is made up of so many types of the neuron. So this type of so many neurons together forms our nervous system, which helps for control and coordination of our body. Okay? So I think you might have heard about one life activity, student, that is response to the stimulus. Response to the stimulus. What is response to the stimulus? If I am calling your name, you are giving me the response, right? Yes, I will call with one student name. You are giving me the response. You are telling, yes, miss, what can I do? What is your question? You are going to give me the response. So how you are able to understand this? See, students, how you are give the response to the stimulus means we have a sense organs. The sense organs like eye, ear, nose, tongue and the skin. So these are the sense organs. So when I am calling you, the sense organs are having the cells, those are called receptors. Sense organs are having the cells called receptors or receptor cells. Recept means to receive. So I am calling your name. This is taken. This is received by your sense organ cells. Okay? Okay. It has received. After receiving, what happens? How you are able to give the response to the stimulus? Yes, it will go to your nervous system. Nervous system will take it to the brain. Brain will decide what response you have to give and it will send it to the nervous system, and again it will come back to your body organ, either hands, legs, whatever the respective organs are there it will come and you are able to give the response to the stimulus. Okay? Here I have used the word nervous system. So students, your nervous system is mainly made up of neuron. Neurons are the structural and functional units of nervous system. Your nervous system is made up of the neuron which gives one particular structure which helps for the functioning, right? So structural and functional unit. Okay, so let us study how is the structure of a neuron. See students, I think you are able to see this diagram. This is the structure of the neuron. What are all the parts it consists of? See, here middle what you can see on this much. So this is called as the cell body. You can call it as a cell body or it is called cyton. Cell body or cyton. C-Y-T-O-N. And at the center you find the nucleus. Because these are nothing but the different types of the cells, students. So cells we have named as the neuron. Neuron helps for the formation of the nervous system. Right? So cell, it is having a cell body and it is having a nucleus at the center. And you can see all these branches. These branches are called as dendrites. The branches are called as the dendrites. And there is one dendroid which is long elongated. One dendrite is long elongated. That dendrite is called with the name axon. That is named with the axon, and axon on both the sides it has covered with a sheath. There right? So this type of so many neurons we find in our body which helps us to make our nervous system. Right students, hope you are understanding, and this is the structure of the neuron. How is the structure of the neuron? Central cell body, nucleus, the branches are called as the dendrite, elongated dendrite is called axon, axon is covered with the myelin sheath and ends with a structure called as nerve endings. Right students? Okay. See here, I think this we have finished. So this is called as the structure of neuron. Fine. Just one rough diagram I will draw. So this is one neuron. Here you find the back endings over. Is it the end? No. Here again the next neuron starts. Here again next neuron starts. Again it is having the ending, and from here the next neuron starts. Can you see till the end? Okay. So from here again the next neuron starts. So between two neurons you find a little space, or you can say it is one junction which joins two neurons. So that junction it is called as synapse. Synapse or synapse. See, spelling should be correct. Okay. So the junction between two neurons, or the gap between two neurons, that is the space called as synapse. Okay students, so this is the structure of a neuron. Now let us study how it functions. How it functions, see this is your sense organ. Okay, skin, hand skin, leg skin, any part of your body skin, or it may be the ears, eyes, anything sense organ. So from the sense organ, for example, an easy example will take, imagine this is the substance which is hot. Okay, I am going to touch this hot substance. Right? So now what happened? My hands are having the receptors, the receiving cells it is having. So it has received. Okay, so this hot is the stimulus. I have to give the response. Either I have to keep this hand as it is, or I can withdraw this. So any one response I have to give now. So how you are able to give the response, we are going to discuss. Now we are going to touch the receptors of the hand. Okay, so they will carry that signal. They will carry it to the neuron. Okay, so to which part they will come? They will come to the dendrites. These dendrites are connected to our different body parts. So they will come to the dendrite. As they will come to the neuron, they are in the form of chemical signals. They are in the form of chemical signals. Okay, once they enter the dendrite, they will turn into electrical impulses. Electrical impulses, electrical signals, like that, those chemical signals will convert. So they will move on the dendrite, then they will come to the axon, the electrical signals only, and then they will reach the nerve ending. Okay? When they will reach the nerve ending, here is a small junction. Correct? So your signals, they have to cross this junction and move on to the next neuron. So when they are coming to this synapse portion or the gap, these electrical impulses again they will convert into chemical signals. It will convert into the chemical form. They will convert into chemical signals. Okay? Again, these chemicals, when they will pass this small gap or the junction called synapse and enters the next neuron, in what form they are there, students? Again, electrical impulses. Throughout the axon, they are in the form of electrical impulses. When they cross the neuron, okay, They are in the form of the chemical signals. So like this, passing the all neuron, at last where it will reach? It will reach our brain. It will reach the brain. So we will discuss students' brain in our next class. Brain is having, see the structure, very rough diagram of the brain. Okay, so here you have a different positions, different places for different actions of your body. So your signals will go to the respective part of the brain. The brain will decide either you have to remove your hand because it will burn, or it is normal, you can keep your hand. Whatever the response is there, it will give it to the, here the brain will decide and it will send it. Where it will send? Again it will send it back to the neuron. Here neurons are connected here, no? So passing through the neuron, again the signals will come to your respective sense organ. Respective in the sense, it may be the hand, it may be the leg, it may be the eyes. What response you are giving? See, I have to read this book, right? So what happens? The words. So my eye receptors are giving the signals to the brain. Brain will decide, it will give back. So I am able to read, right? So this much happens within fraction of seconds, students. That will keep it in the mind. Okay, the signals are back to the respective sense organs and you are able to give the response. So like this we find response to the stimulus in our body. Hope you are understanding, students. Right? So this is the structure of axon as well as the functioning of the axon. Right? Okay. So we'll continue the remaining part in our next class. Now take down the homework, students. Only one question. Take down. Draw a neat labeled diagram of structure of neuron. Diagram of structure of neuron. Okay, students. So this much you study. We'll continue the remaining in our next class. Okay. Thank you.